U.S. News and World Report ranked New Mexico Military Institute one of the nation's best in its September 2010 Best Colleges issue. The Roswell facility is considered one of the nation's finest college preparatory schools. And joining me this morning is Major General Jerry Grizzle, the president of the New Mexico Military Institute. We'll call it NMMI. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You must be very proud of that U.S. News and World Report honor.
Well, it is. It just shows what we've known and now being able to get the word out about this incredible gem in southeast New Mexico.
That's wonderful. So congratulations on that. Now, first tell us about your background in the military.
I served almost 34 years, a combination of active duty and National Guard time. My final assignment was on active duty as a commander of Joint Task Force Civil Support. That's the only unit in the entire nation that's responsible for responding to a weapons of mass destruction attack inside the United States.
Wow.
I went back on active duty immediately after 9/11. My home city is Oklahoma City, so I was involved in the Murrah bombing response, and in 1999, the big tornado that went through and killed 40-something people. So that unfortunate experience is what they used to bring me back on active duty, and I stayed almost 40 months after 9/11.
Wow. And now you're president of NMMI, and you're the 19th president. So there's a long history there.
120 years this month.
Wow.
We're 19 years older than the state of New Mexico.
Okay, so that is fantastic. Now, what sets NMMI apart from other college preparatory schools?
We're actually a 4-year high school and a 2-year junior college.
Okay.
And what we believe sets us apart is that we run that in what our Dean of Academics calls a seamless environment. Our high school students are allowed to take classes based upon their ability. They're tested very heavily. So this concept of dual credit education has been going on at New Mexico Military Institute for over 100 years. It's not uncommon for a high school senior to graduate with over 20 hours of college credit as they finish their high school career. So we're the only one we know of in the United States that truly runs a seamless environment between the high school and the junior college.
Yeah, they're ahead of the game then when they go off to college then.
Very much so.
So they can already start thinking about what they want to do. And is it more kind of hands-on type of
Well,
stuff?
it is, and we operate under what we call the plan of the day, which we make sure all of our incoming students understand that, because they get up at 6 a.m. and make their beds and go to formation. They have a full class load all day, and then they study from 7 to 9:30 every night mandatorily.
Wow.
And so not only do we teach them time management, we teach them study skills. And so when they leave us, we hope they're prepared to go on to whatever the next level of education they choose.
That is so important. So there's a lot of discipline that goes on there.
Structure is maybe a better word. We are a private school in the sense that we charge tuition, but yet we're state supported.
Right.
We use the military platform to conduct our educational offering, and that provides that structure to the students.
Okay, now what about class sizes? How is that?
Well, we're very fortunate again. We have an average class size of 14 to 1. And so our students get a tremendous one-on-one opportunity with their teachers. The other thing about our school is because our teachers are in a different environment, every morning at 7 a.m., every teacher is required to be at their desk for help for the students, and the majority of our faculty stay from 7 to 9:30 in the evening for the labs and make themselves available to the students. We have 86 full-time faculty. 81 of them have a doctorate or a master's in what they teach.
Wow, that's so important. I know I went to 2 colleges growing up. I went to a smaller one and then a larger university, and I think it's just so important to get that individual attention. If you have a question about something, and it helps so much not to be at one of hundreds in a class.
Absolutely, and I think we're a reflection of what our graduates do. Our high school seniors this year have been accepted to Cornell, Columbia, Stanford, SMU, MIT, University of Texas Engineering.
Wow, that's
we
impressive.
have one student that was accepted from high school straight into the University of New Mexico BA/MD program. And so we know we produce an incredible quality product.
Wow, yeah, it sounds like that's extremely impressive. Now, what about those that attend your school? Is it just for people who want to go into the military, or can someone, if you're not going to go into the military, would this school be good for you too? Or
actually, only about 18% of our students have ever gone into the military in the 120-year history.
Oh wow, okay.
We have an early commissioning program for our junior college. So someone can come to New Mexico Military Institute and in 2 years become a fully commissioned second lieutenant in the Army and receive an associate's degree. And those that choose that track obviously are going in the military. We have students that leave us. Some of our high school seniors this year have been accepted straight into the service academies. So only about 18%. It's not mandatory that you go into the military to attend NMMI.
Okay. Now tell me about a typical day at NMMI.
That's that plan of the day I was talking about that we make sure everybody understands.
Right.
Our students get up at 6 a.m. They clean themselves up. They clean the rooms up.
I saw them shining some shoes over there too.
They either go to a class or formation. They have class from basically 8:30 to 3:30 every day. They have mandatory physical fitness from 3:30 to 5:30 every day, whether you're in a competitive sport or you're just doing physical fitness on your own. Supper is usually at 6 o'clock, and as I said, from 7 to 9:30 they're in study hall.
Right.
They have 30 minutes from 9:30 to 10 to take their showers and get ready for the next day. 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. is taps, and we start all over the next day.
Wow. What a day. Now, does the school prepare a lot of students to go off to other military colleges or four-year schools? Or
We do. As I said, a number of our high school seniors were accepted straight into the military academies. We also have a prep program where our students can come and prepare themselves to go to any of the 5 service academies. We actually are the only school in the nation that has a relationship with all 5. So a student can come to us basically for a year, raises their awareness level to the service academies, and then accept an appointment to the service academies.
Wow. You know, and I went to school in Charleston, South Carolina, and that's where they have the Citadel.
Certainly.
And so I met so many students there. And you know what? I can say they all are so respectful, and they just seem more mature, totally more mature, I remember, than the students at the College of Charleston. I just think there's so much with the discipline and the schedule that they're on. I think there's a lot that really helps you.
It's not uncommon in the high school for a 15-year-old high school sophomore to be a squad leader. And what that means is you're in charge of 10 students. You make sure they get up, they're dressed, they go to formation, they go to class. That's quite a accomplishment for a 15-year-old sophomore, in addition to their own studies and everything they have to do themselves.
Absolutely. Now, you've got a couple of enrollment open houses coming up for parents and students interested in NMMI, so tell us about those.
We do. The first Friday in May and the first Friday in June, we host an open house, and you can come and get a tour of the school. High school students will be tested, as I said, so that they can determine where they need to be placed in the curriculum and get the complete application process out of the way.
Okay, and that's May 6th and June 2nd.
That's correct.
Okay.
And if I might, you mentioned the Citadel. When the service academies in 1976 and 77 started integration, we were the first to do that. And so we've had fully integrated campus since then, since 1977. About 20% of our students are female. And when the Citadel did the conversion, they came and studied NMMI's program to do that. So we're very proud of that as well.
So you guys had the girls first then?
We did have the girls first.
Okay, yeah, I know. They were right in the middle of that transition right when I was in school. And of course, those open houses, May 6th, June 2nd. And NMMI is, of course, located at 101 West College Boulevard in Roswell. To contact admission, call 1-800-421-5376. The website is www.nmmi.edu. Major General Grizzle, thanks so much for all of the education and giving us all the information.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for coming in. All right, we're back after the break.